This segment brought to you by Kansas Grain Sorghum, growers working together. Find out more at ksgrainsorghum.org.
Being thrifty is a virtue. My kids might say that I'm cheap, but of course that all depends on what the cowboy wants to spend money on. This poem is entitled The Bargain. My wife and I went to the big city some time back. I stopped by the Western store to price some tools and tack. I need another pitchfork, but I sure said no dice when I saw they were charging a $18 price. That's way too much, I said, and we went on down the road, 'cause I thought I'd find a bargain in an ad the paper showed. Our farm paper advertised a used tool and equipment sale, where I figured I could get a bargain without fail. It was part of an auction scheduled on a Saturday soon. The equipment sold in the morning, and the horse sale was at noon. So I bid on a pitchfork when we went over to the sale and got it for $8, less than half the price retail. I was proud of myself and my wise and thrifty ways when that auction entered into its next and final phase. The horse sale had begun, and the very next thing, the most beautiful quarter horse was led into the ring. A gorgeous 15-hand gelding. His color was bay, with great breeding lines registered by AQHA. The owner gave a glowing talk about his many strengths. To have that horse, I realized I'd go to any lengths. So in spite of my wife whispering in my ear, I raised my hand and caught the attention of the auctioneer. And then before I hardly realized just what I did, I ran her up and finally got the winning bid. I put that horse in the trailer, and we drove to the home place, but I didn't like the look I saw upon my dear wife's face. I could tell I was seriously on my wife's bad list. I finally said, "Hon, I'm sorry, I just could not resist." I knew she was suffering buyer's remorse from the $4,000 I'd spent on that horse. I said, "I guess I'm sorry for the way I behaved, but don't forget that pitchfork and the $10 that we saved." Well, it took a while, but my wife has finally forgiven me. She says I am a poster child for false economy. Happy trails.
Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego is driven by the spirit of American ingenuity. Come in for a new Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. If we don't have exactly what you want, we'll find it for you. And we also have a great selection of used cars. We make sure you have an easy, fun, and transparent sales experience that saves you time and money. But if you want high-pressure salesmen and hours spent in the finance office, you'll just have to go elsewhere. Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego. We're making car buying great again.